The reverse for purchase is one of the most powerful residential purchase programs on the market today. Sadly, most real estate agents and builders don't know of its existence. And those who have heard about it, please let me add some more to your knowledge about the program. As mentioned in one of my earlier videos, the basics of reverse mortgage, it was added in 1988. Rising home prices have put a lot of retirees on the sidelines because they just simply cannot afford a newer home, a home they desperately need. So in 2009, the H4P, HECM for Purchase, a reverse purchase program, was added. Later, in 2014, Texas adopted the program. If you're currently a Texas resident or you're looking to make your residence in Texas, you want to listen up to this one. It is a phenomenal program. I'd love for you to take advantage of it. Let's talk about some basic eligibility. The property can be a home, a single family residence. It can be a 1 to 4 unit property, a duplex, threeplex, or fourplex. It can also be a condominium, as long as the condominium is located in an approved association. Pertaining to the buyer, if you are 62 years of age and your spouse is no younger than 62 years of age, you qualify. You must occupy the property as your primary residence, be a United States citizen, and maintain on-time payments for property taxes, insurances, and homeowners association dues if applicable. Now that we talked about some basics, I do want to talk about a stark reality. There are 10,000 people turning 65 today. Nearly 50% of them have no retirement whatsoever, and 80% no long-term care. Your home might be paid off in full, or a small amount is left to pay. Your children have already left the house. They are now raising a family of their own. Your home is just too big. Perhaps it's becoming increasingly more inefficient, and you want to sell. You want to buy because you want to downsize to a floor plan more conducive to your needs, maybe a one-story. Perhaps you want to move closer to your family, your grandchildren. Does this sound familiar to you? You're excited and you want to sell your home, so you call your favorite real estate agent to come by and strategize with you. Let's just say that your home is worth $250,000. Perhaps the home is paid off completely, or maybe you have a small balance left. The real estate agent gets together with you, puts a plan in place, and you find the most perfect home. 1 story, right next to your children's home. You're close to grandchildren, close to your church, and you're just super excited. You go back to your home to try to put some numbers together, and you realize that, oops, the proceeds from the sale of your home will not cover the price of the new home. The real estate agent gets creative, says, hey, how about getting a loan for the difference? How about reaching out to family for a gift? Of course, you are living month to month. You can't afford another payment. You don't have retirement to draw from, and your children are raising your grandchildren and don't have money to spare. You're dejected and you feel stuck. This is a reality for thousands of people, and there is data out there to suggest that there are many, many people trying to sell, but for some reason they don't. In comes the reverse for purchase. This is why the program was designed, to help this exact situation. All right, let's talk about a real scenario using reverse for purchase. Let's continue with the example that we've been speaking about. You find the perfect home, close to grandchildren, perfect floor plan, low maintenance, it is the perfect house for you. The sales price is $300,000. As we mentioned earlier, you're selling your home. Whether it is paid off completely or you have a little bit left to pay on it, let's just say that you're going to have $225,000. That's it. We're $75,000 short. There is no way to get the money anywhere else. No retirement, you cannot afford another payment, and your children or no one else can help you. Now the reverse for purchase kicks in. The example I want to make is for someone 65 years of age purchasing a $300,000 house. HUD comes in and will guarantee an amount equal to $122,800 to put towards your purchase. So where you were $75,000 short, now you have an extra $122,000 to help purchase that home. Does that sound incredible to you? Well, it's real. The government requires no repayment on it while you continue to own the home 100%. You can sell it, you can refinance it, you can do whatever you want, just like any other purchase program. The key is you have the ability to move into a better home, better suited for you, with all the new bells and whistles. Okay, so let's do the math on this really quickly. $225,000 in proceeds. The government has a reserve amount for your scenario of $122,000 and some dollars. Now, the money that you need to purchase that $300,000 house is around $177,000 plus the cost of getting the mortgage. Well, now you have money left over. You're no longer short, which could do two things. One, you could build some reserves for yourself. You could pay off some non-realty debt. You can just stock it away. Perhaps you could purchase a more expensive home that suits you even better than the one you selected. All this with no payment requirement for the mortgage. Now, I want to be very clear with this. The reverse mortgage gives you an option to defer your payment. The equity that you put into the home is very likely to be there when you pass away. This is a very important factor. In 2017, the equity tables that require the qualification of a reverse mortgage candidate were changed. The changes were such that the initial equity in the property is unlikely to diminish. So once again, the money you're putting in, you should be getting out at a later point so you have something to give to your heirs. I want to make one more point. This is not just a program for someone who is low on funds or who desperately needs this program. More of my clients are actually considered affluent, people who could purchase the home cash and still have money left over. But why would you do that? Why would you take funds you could add to your retirement portfolio and add them to the house purchase? You could use parts of your money and purchase a home, while the other parts of your money goes into assets under management with your broker or your financial planner. Think about how powerful that is when you utilize different strategies. In short, the reverse for purchase is an outstanding program to purchase your next home. Please call me for more details about your specific situation. There are a lot of little caveats we can talk about. And real estate agents, this is not your standard purchase program. There are some differences in the way this purchase is approached. I offer a great course for it, and I can't tell you how much I look forward to hearing from you. I'm Karl Kuhn. I'll see you next time.